What's up, guys? It's KardTrickKid, and if you read the title, you're probably pretty confused right now. 3 ways to do the 2-card Monte? I thought it was the 3-card Monte. Well, the 2-card Monte is something a little bit different from the 3-card Monte. It lets the spectator think that they have a higher chance of winning, but of course they don't. It's rigged. So yeah, I'm going to show you 3 ways how to do it, and let's get into the first way. So all I need is 2 cards, the 9 of clubs and the 9 of spades. All you have to do is follow the 9 of clubs. So I'm going to place the 9 of clubs right here and follow the 9 of clubs. Just going to flip over the packet a couple of times, and you have to guess where the 9 of clubs is. Do you think it's on the top or on the bottom? If you think it's on the top, you're wrong. If you think it's on the bottom, you're also wrong, because now the 9s have turned into the 2 red kings. So that's the performance of this trick. Now let's get into the tutorial. Looking back at that performance, I flashed a little bit, but that's okay, because you're going to learn it right now. All you're going to need is 2 groups of soulmates. So the reason I use these 2 is because I didn't invent this trick. This trick belongs all to Daniel Madison, the amazing magician Daniel Madison. I just learned this from his channel, but I'm just reteaching it on my channel. So just going to need 2 soulmates. I like to start out with the 9 of clubs and the 9 of spades off to the side. And all I do is put the king, I take the 2 red kings and I put them face to face. And then just put one of the 9s on top like that. So you hold this packet square like that and show the 2 cards and ask them to follow the 9 of clubs. And just place it on top. And then all you have to do is flip it over 3 times and the trick's done. So make sure to hold this and not flash the other cards or the trick is ruined. So you show the 9 of clubs, you flip it over, and then you start flipping over the packets. And ask where it is. They're going to say the bottom, but it's of course actually neither. And yeah, those are the 2 red kings. But you might be asking, how could I discard the 9s when the trick is done? Great question. So you could have the deck near you. So you have the 9 of clubs and your 3 cards over here. You flip it over, and you flip it over a couple times, and then you show the kings. You put 1 king on the table, 1 king on the deck, and then you can hand them out for inspection. But make sure the spectator doesn't spread over the deck or they'll see the other 9 face up. So that's how to do the first 2-card Monte. Let's get in how to do the second. So for this next 2-card Monte, David Blaine actually performed this at the White House a couple of years ago. So here's the performance. So the magician takes the first red ace, the ace of diamonds, and places it under the spectator's hand. But I don't have a spectator, so I'm going to pretend the box is the spectator's hand. So what card are you holding right now? The ace of diamonds? All right, I'm going easy on you. But now it's going to get a little harder. Let's just double check that you have an ace of diamonds. Do you have an ace of diamonds? Yeah, okay. This is how magicians like to switch cards. So what card is this? This is the ace of hearts, right? So I'm going to take the ace of hearts, and this is how they switch out cards. You see, I didn't really switch out the cards. The ace of diamonds is still right here, right? But the ace of hearts is right here, and the ace of diamonds is right here. This is how they really switch out the cards. So I'm going to take the card, and I'm going to do the little switch move. All right, did you see me switch it? Probably not, because I'm a magician. But if I were to place this red ace on top, which ace would you say is on top? The ace of hearts or the ace of diamonds? Actually, neither, because now they're the 2 black queens. That is the performance of the second 2-card Monte. Now let's get into the tutorial. So of course, again, for this 2-card Monte, you're going to need 2 groups of soulmates. I use the 2 black queens and the 2 red aces. Pretty sure that's what David Blaine uses. And all you do is you take one of the soulmates and you put the other 2 in between them like this. So this is your setup. Since I'm using the 2 red aces and the 2 black queens, my setup would be ace of diamonds, queen of clubs, queen of spades, ace of hearts. So that's all your setup. So all you do is you place it on the deck and you're ready to perform the trick. Go up to a spectator and just flip over the top card for real and just place it in their hand. A way you can do it, instead of saying hold out your hand, which could seem suspicious, you could do this and they might want to mimic you. So they hold out their hand like this and you place it in between their hand and say, which card are you holding right now? They're going to say ace of diamonds. Of course they're right. And now, while they're flipping over the card, you probably saw this in the performance, but you have to get ready for a triple lift. So the way I like to do this is I like spreading over a couple of cards and I'm putting my pinky in there so I can do the triple lift like that. So you give them the card and they know what it is, and you get ready for the triple lift. Now, while they're holding the card, you say, what card is this? And then they say the ace of hearts, because they probably don't see the triple lift unless they're a heckler. But, so you flip over the card, and you do a little switching motion. You pretend you switched out the card, and you say, I really didn't, because the ace of diamonds is still right here. And now you're going to do a move that I actually have taught on my channel. You're going to do a top change. But before, let's look at this card. The spectator thinks you placed down the ace of hearts, but of course it's really one of the black queens. They don't know that yet, though. So you're going to take your ace of diamonds and then perform a top change. I have a tutorial on that, so that's the queen of spades. And you pretend to do the switching and ask where it is. And of course, it's the two black queens. So let's go over that one more time. So you have your setup of the soulmates sandwiching each other, and you show the first ace, place it in the spectator's hands, get ready for your triple lift, and help them make sure that it's still the same card. Do your triple lift and show them the ace of hearts. Pretend to do the switch, and then take the actual red ace you've actually switched out for the black queen. Perform a top change, and do the pretend switching motion, and ask them which card is where. And of course they're wrong, because you have switched out for the black queens. That is the second 3-card Monte, and now let's 2-card Monte, and now let's get into the final and easiest one. This last 2-card Monte is by far the easiest. You probably already know it, and if not, you'll be able to do it in a matter of minutes. So, right here I have 2 cards. I have the king of spades and the 8 of hearts. So I'm going to put the king of spades behind my back, and I'm going to ask you, where's the king of spades? You say it's behind my back? No, that's the 8 of hearts. The king of spades is actually over here. You need to work on that. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 8 of hearts behind my back. Where is the 8 of hearts? Is it behind my back? No, it's actually over here. You need to work on it. One more time, I'm going to put the 8 of hearts behind my back. Where is the king of spades? You say it's right here? No, the king of spades is actually behind my back. You really need to look more carefully. So that's the performance of the last 2-card Monte, and now let's get into the tutorial. So all you need is these 2 gaff cards. You need a double backer and a double facer. You can make these on your own. You can tape the cards together. This double backer came with the Cherry Casino deck. It's one of the features, but the 8 of hearts and the king of spades double facer, that is actually from a double facer deck that I got off Amazon. So yeah, all you're going to do is, all you're going to need to know for sleight of hand is a little switching motion where you draw one card back and push the other one while flipping over here, and it's pretty easy. So all you do is put the double facer behind your back, ask the spectator. So I'm going to place the 8 of hearts double facer behind my back, but I'm going to keep it in view so you see what I'm doing behind my back. And take the 8 of hearts double facer and ask them where the 8 of hearts is. Of course they're going to say behind my back, but while they're saying that, I'm flipping it over, so it gives the illusion that the king of spades is behind my back. So you're holding the card, you're flipping over the card behind your back, and you do the switching motion to show that the 8 of hearts is over here and the king of spades is over here. It gives the illusion that this is the 8 of hearts and this is the king of spades, but they're both one card. So you can mess with the spectator a bunch of times with this. You can keep flipping over the card behind your back without them knowing. And yeah, that's the final 2-card Monte. I hope you enjoyed the 3 2-card Montes that I showed you in this video. Thank you for watching.